Today, I'm super excited to talk about this phone, the Tecno Spark 40. It is currently making waves in the budget smartphone market, and I've been using it for a few days now to see if it lives up to the hype. So if you're looking for a phone that is affordable, stylish, and packed with features, stick around because I'll be breaking down the necessary things you need to know about the Tecno Spark 40, the design, display, performance, camera, battery, and my user experience in general without wasting much of your time. So let's get right to it. For what you get in the box, the Tecno Spark 40 comes in a sleek, usual bright orange and white package, and inside you will find the phone, a 45-watt fast charger, a USB-C cable, a pair of earphones, a SIM ejector tool, and a silicone case. Pretty generous for a budget phone. The phone feels solid in the hand with a slim modern design that is easy to grip. The body is made of plastic with a matte finish and smooth edges that make it super comfortable to hold. It comes in cool colors like blue, black, green, silver, and yellow. So there is something for everyone. The Spark 40 feels light and refined, which reminds me so much of the rumored design of the soon-to-be-released iPhone 17 series. But who really cares anyway? Tecno has always had a track record of copying designs for their budget devices, which I believe isn't a problem for their target markets. Now, let's talk about the design. The Tecno Spark 40 has a 6.67-inch IPS LCD display, which is a big enough screen for watching videos or scrolling through social media. The phone has a punch hole design for the front camera, which gives it a modern look, although the bezels are where you could tell that it is a budget phone, as they are quite big and ugly, if I must say. And I believe they could have made the bezel smaller if they wanted to, as there are way cheaper entry-level smartphones in the market right now that has better looking bezels. That said, the back has a flat panel with what looks like a triple camera setup but isn't, as what we clearly have here is one main camera, which is this one here, and the other two are meant for aesthetics. We have two flashlights, one for the rear camera and one for the selfie camera. And then we have this Tecno Spark logo at the bottom. It has an IP64 rating for dust and splash resistant, which is always a nice addition to have on a budget phone. The side-mounted fingerprint sensor is fast and reliable, and I love that they kept the 3.5mm headphone jack, perfect for those of us who still use wired earphones. Moving on to the display. The 6.67-inch IPS LCD screen has a 720p HD resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate, which makes scrolling smooth and responsive. The display is not as sharp as an AMOLED, but for a budget phone, the colors are vibrant and it is bright enough for outdoor use. So whether you are binge watching YouTube videos or playing games, the screen gets the job done without breaking the bank. Although I wish they had gone for a full HD resolution to give it more crispness. When it comes to performance, under the hood, the Tecno Spark 40 is powered by the MediaTek Helio G81 chipset, an octa-core processor clocked at 2.0 GHz, paired with 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, which is expandable via micro SD card. I played some light games like the Subway Surfers and Call of Duty Mobile, and it ran smoothly on medium settings, although heavy games might need lower graphics settings. As for everyday tasks like texting, browsing, and social media, it handles them pretty well too. It runs on Android 15 with Tecno's iOS 15.1, which is smooth and customizable but comes with some pre-installed bloatware you might want to remove. When it comes to the camera, it has a single main camera with a 50-megapixel sensor, which is great for budget photography. Photos taken with it are sharp and colorful in good lighting, with decent detail for social media. The 8-megapixel front camera is kind of a letdown, but it is a budget phone and it is what it is. Selfies look okay, and the portrait mode does a solid job separating you from the background. You can record up to 2K resolution videos on the rear camera, which is good for this price, although stabilization could be better. When it comes to the battery, the Spark 40 packs a 5200 mAh battery and supports 45-watt fast charging. I could charge from 0 to 50% in about 25 minutes, and a full charge takes around 45 minutes, which is impressive. The battery easily lasts a full day of heavy use, like streaming, gaming, and scrolling, even with 4G on all day. So basically, this is a phone you could buy and never worry about the battery. Now, moving on to connectivity and features. The Spark 40 is a 4G phone, which might be disappointing to some people hoping for 5G, but it had solid network connectivity with dual band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connection. The dual speakers deliver decent sound. They are loud and clear. There's also a new feature called Freelink that, once enabled, allows you to call or chat other nearby Freelink users for free, which is an impressive feature to have on a budget phone like this. I desperately wanted to try this feature, but I couldn't find another user nearby to connect with as of the time of making this video. However, I will keep trying though, and I will update you guys in the comments when I finally find someone. There is also an IR blaster for remote control, which lets you control certain smart devices at home. Pretty cool for budget phone. The IP64 rating adds to the peace of mind you get with this phone if you are caught in the rain. And the side-mounted fingerprint sensor doubles as the power button, which is super convenient. So, how much does this phone cost? Here in Nigeria, the Spark 40 is priced at 142,700 Naira, which is about $85. For a budget phone, this phone is competing with the other key players in the market like the Redmi and the Realme, but it holds its own with solid mix of features. In summary, the Tecno Spark 40 has an awesome battery life with 45-watt fast charging, a smooth 120Hz display, a good 50-megapixel camera for the price, and a modern design with an IP64 protection. Plus, the Freelink is a nice new feature to have on a budget phone. However, the HD Plus resolution could be sharper, or they could have just given us a full HD resolution, and the bezels are kind of a turn off for me. Overall, the Tecno Spark 40 is a good budget phone for those looking for a reliable, stylish, and feature-packed phone without spending a fortune. So let me know in the comments if you're thinking about getting this phone, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.